Welcome back to Around the World in 80 Hours. My name is Andy Yardy. I'm a filmmaker, a digital storyteller, in the middle of an adventure of discovery by traveling around the world in 80 hours. Using just my iPhone, I'm documenting the sights and sounds of our global village that's in the middle of a technology revolution. Like me, you probably only know one thing about Dubai.
Thank you.
Insane building projects. It's a steel and glass playground of the world's rich, but it's also at the middle of a controversy of global labor practices that exploit the world's poor. 50 years ago, it was just a village at the edge of the desert.
Doors closing.
And then they discovered oil, and boom, Dubai. I have just under 12 hours to discover the real city behind this image.
I guess you gotta understand that Dubai has this brand, and this brand they nurture, and I think it gets a lot of attention around the world.
The next station is Burj Khalifa, Dubai Mall.
You are very much in an expat city. When you go to the shops, when you go to the restaurants, or any other interaction you have, you just have so many different people that is a part of your everyday life.
What really makes Dubai tick is that having people from all over the world coming and working in one place and trying to make something out of themselves.
Dubai is this place where people move in and move out of very often.
All this energy, all this creativity, all those ideas are taking place or birth in a city that we all love, but that we can never call home.
The Burj Khalifa is easily the tallest building in the world. It's over 2,700 feet high and 163 stories. From here on the observation deck at only 124 stories, you get a perspective on Dubai that really isn't that different from any other major city in the world, but on a grander scale. Serene, Mori, and Goham are my new friends that I connected with online. They're here to help me figure out what makes Dubai tick.
Basically looking at old Dubai here. And where we are right now is what is called Heritage Village.
It was mostly about small independent traders who trade in textile, fishermen who'd go see and catch fish, pearl divers who would work. It was all about small people being able to make something out of themselves.
The way I see it is that Dubai is still under development. There's still lots of big projects that are taking place.
Dubai doesn't have a single source of income like oil anymore. So they have to change with the world. They have to compete with other countries that are doing some of the same services.
Keep in mind, this is traditionally an Islamic country with Islamic roots, Islamic heritage. You've got two forces being liberal, open-minded, open to the world and that sort of thing, but people still have retained their culture, their heritage.
That's Dubai, a bit of everything. Not only the high towers and the fancy life, but then also a lot of decent people, cool people making extremely low salaries but still make it identify because unfortunately they don't have a choice.
Well, we're new here.
Okay, no problem. You check.
So we'll check.
Okay.
We'll let you know, okay?
It's 4 in the morning. Goham brings me to the fish market. The night's catch is just coming in. This market is not at all what I expected to see in Dubai. It may seem like a contrast, but it's actually not. This is a community of traders, and it's building on global connections that they've always sought. Dubai is a microcosm of the world we live in. It reflects our global mobility. People from every walk of life are moving here from all over the planet. Technology has certainly made it easier to travel and connect to communities and families wherever we live. It's made it possible for this city of traders and fishermen to be built into this global crossroads.
You love Dubai because it's very dynamic, it's full of opportunities, there's a lot of passion, a lot of energy, and there's so much that we can do.
Sitting in a table, like a restaurant, like we were sitting there and listening, and you hear like 3 or 4 languages. You go out and you meet a person from this part, that part. It really makes you a citizen of the world.
I always go back to the fact that Dubai is still a city in the making.
People are torn between trying to be true to their culture and their heritage and also opening up to the rest of the world.
Dubai is like a magnifying glass on technology's promise for a better world while amplifying the problems it creates. This on our rush to connect with the future while relishing the simple communities of the past. It's a struggle we all have to face as we navigate this new world. What happens here will be a lesson for all of us. Will it be a cautionary tale or an example of greatness? I don't know, but right now, I've got a flight to catch.